Do you know what PvE in Red Dead Online has in common with a woman in a bar late Friday night? They're both way too easy. Easy to the point when it's not even interesting. I mean, the hardest challenge I had in Red Dead Online for a long time was to level up Outlaw Pass 5. Yeah, that one was hard and required a lot of willpower from me, but usually PvE in Red Dead Online is just a piece of cake. I mean, you have all these Tonics, Deadeye ability cards, auto-aiming, scopes and stuff like this. As you know, all these problems are in PvP as well, but Rockstar added this hardcore PvP showdown mode, which kinda fixes them and makes PvP really interesting. But there's nothing similar in PvE, so I decided to create this hardcore free roam experience myself and see whether it's gonna be interesting and more challenging that way. Rules are simple, no tonics at all. I mean, this one is kinda obvious. Tonics is the most broken thing in Red Dead Online and ruins the fun for both PvP and PvE, so no tonics. Next one is kinda obvious as well, no auto-aiming or aim assist. This one is gonna be super easy for me because I'm playing on a PC anyways, but even people who play on a mouse and a keyboard and think that they are superior because they are not using auto-aiming, from my experience I using Painted Black all the time, and I mean it's even more powerful tools is Painted Black. Why would you even need auto-aiming when you have a mouse and Painted Black? And it leads us to the next rule, no Painted Black as well as no other Deadeye ability cards allowed. I will still gonna use passive ability cards because they are not broken or overpowered by any means and I have to heal somehow, but will not have any of Deadeye ability cards equipped. Next rule will be different from hardcore PvP showdown series because I'm also not gonna use scopes. I'm sure the sniper rifles are overpowered and there will be no problem at all if I'm gonna do PvE with Carcana rifle using mouse and a keyboard, so no scopes. Also I will turn off minimap, so I will have to press button to see it. It will make things a little bit harder. So now when we have a set of rules for this hardcore PvE, let's test it and see whether it's gonna be more challenging that way. First of all, I've tested it in a free roam, in this Moonshiner random encounter. You know, there are a lot of NPCs to kill, but spoiler, there was nothing difficult here. So before we will continue with some much more challenging PvE, let me tell you about my build, weapons and ability cards that I'm using. As for weapons, I choose to use Lancaster Repeater. It's kinda obvious choice, because Lancaster is definitely the best repeater in the game, especially if you're not gonna use Painted Black. I have a repeating shotgun as a secondary weapon, and I found that without Painted Black, repeating shotgun is the best choice, because you know it has some decent accuracy, plus it's pretty good for PvE because it has a lot of ammo. Also I'm gonna be using double volcanic pistols, and here you might be surprised by this weapon choice, because I never was saying that volcanic pistol is any good, and yes, it's not any good if you're using auto-aiming or Painted Black, there are much better choices. But Volcanic is just awesome for this particular hardcore situation. It's like it was created to be used without Painted Black or auto-aiming. As for ability cards, I obviously have to use Cold-Blooded and Strange Medicine together because I need a lot of healing since I'm not drinking tonic and I don't want to spend all day hiding behind the cover. And yeah, I know that in one of my older videos I said that Cold-Blooded does not stack with Strange Medicine, but it was changed since then and now it's a perfect combo for any PvE activity. The last ability card that I'm gonna be using is called Gunslinger's Choice. I don't normally use this card in any build because you don't need this extra accuracy for your pistols if you're using Painted Black, but with these hardcore settings it's an extremely good card because weapons are extremely inaccurate and having at least some sort of a bonus to accuracy is essential here. Anyway, as you can see, this Moonshiner mission was not a challenge at all, just like any other sort of PvE that I could found in a free roam, including animals attacking me, infamous bounty missions and stuff like that. There is no danger in such missions, they can be easily done without tonics, auto-aiming and Deadeye ability cards, so I had to find something more difficult. And I thought about Telegram missions, because on a Ruthless difficulty NPCs are pretty tough there. I choose a escort mission because shooting from a vehicle is harder, plus it takes some time to switch between weapons, so I mean it's gonna be the most difficult one with hardcore settings, but let's see whether it's gonna be some sort of a challenge. So it looked like boom boom bam boom boom bam boom boom, and it's done. Nothing challenging here as well, I've completed it from the first try, so I was kinda disappointed, but my hope to get some interesting PvE experience was not lost, because there were also legendary bounties. So I decided to choose Red Ben Clempson legendary bounty mission mission, which by many is considered to be the hardest one. In my personal opinion, Shepard is tough, a legendary bounty, but since we're gonna be on a moving train with hardcore settings, Red Ben might be the toughest one. Anyway, now I'm gonna show you step-by-step completion of this mission. It can even be considered as a guide on how to catch Red Ben. Obviously there will be some montage, but if you want to see full uncut version, link will be in the description. I mean, maybe you want to check whether I was not cheating or breaking my own rules and drinking tonics time to time. Okay, step 1, find the dude without the leg and waste some time listening to him. Step 2, fall from your horse and make it in style. No, real step 2, find the train. It was a little bit harder than usually because I had to press this button to open up minimap, but nothing special here. Step 3, kill 2 bandits that are standing at the end of the train. And actually here I had first problems because I was not used to shoot without auto-aiming or painted black from the horse. Step 4, jump on the train, get on the roof and kill closest bandits. Step 5, kill all the riders. It's gonna take some time, they are gonna be spawning and spawning and spawning and you will have to kill them again and again, but you need to do it first before moving further because they are super annoying and might shoot you in the back at any time. Once you're gonna finish all the riders, stop moving to the head of the train, obviously killing anyone you see, except Red Ben, you want to get him alive. Bandits are not that dangerous on the longer distances and you will easily get them down, but on a closer distances watch out, they have shotguns and you will be in danger. Here for example I almost died and thought that it's over, but no, I continued moving. Next you need to avoid Red Ben and go to the head of the train. You will kill machinist and take control over train, because you want to stop the train close to the road that leads to Tumbleweed. It can be here, here or here, it doesn't really matter in my experience. Once you're gonna stop the train, just go back and kill anyone who's left. In my case it was kinda hard to kill the last god because he also wears a red suit and he was standing close to Red Ben, but I handled it. And by the way, in most situations with his hardcore settings, throwing bolus to a running target is also kinda challenging process, but not here. Anyways, the last step, call your bounty hunter wagon, put all the targets into it and just ride straight to the Tumbleweed. If you stop close enough, there will be no reinforcements and no problems at all. It's exactly what happened this time, but even if there are some riders chasing you and you are close to Tumbleweed, just go to the city. They will disappear once you're gonna enter the city area. Anyway, Red Ben was beaten with no tonics, no Deadeye ability cards, no auto-aiming, no sniper rifles and no problems at all from the first attempt. But was I happy with the result? Not really, because yeah, it was much more interesting than usually, but I was looking for some real challenge and I didn't got it. But after thinking for a while, I came out with some really hard PvE activity, even with elements of PvP. I tried it out and it turned out to be some real hardcore challenge, something that I was looking for a long time. Let me know in the comments what do you think that is and whether you would like to see a video about it. And yeah, also share your opinion on whether you would like to see this hardcore free roam lobbies to be added into Red Dead Online by Rockstar. Anyways, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, like, subscribe, до свидания.